Hey, how's it going there, you old pal Jim, super picker flipping duo? We're gonna ship some stuff. Not everything we have to ship. We only have to ship 13 um, for today. Um, what's left over from this extended weekend, Martin Luther King weekend. But we're just gonna ship a couple things and chat, and it's basically just an excuse for me to do content. So, sorry about the shakiness. My steady setting is not on, so I'll put the camera down so I don't shake and make you guys violently ill. That's my coffee. So, so let's go ahead and start shipping. Let's get my windowsill out of the way. I'll move coffee so you guys don't have to stare at that. How about that? Okay, we're gonna do this Pampered Chef quick stir pitcher. It is. Let's adjust that. There we go. Okay. So sold this for $22.50. We picked these up for $3, $3, and they sell real consistent. Not huge money makers, but that's not what we're in the business of. We don't sell huge money maker stuff. And we're also not on eBay to make $1 million, right? That's not our goal. Our goal is just to have a nice career doing this, be self-sufficient, not provide an income for other people, meaning we don't want to hire anybody else to do this work for us. We just want to do enough work to maintain a lifestyle for us. Yeah. And that's I guess that's something that we can talk about is what do you want out of this business? If you're on eBay, what do you want to do with it? And really think about what that means. Do you want to make $1 million? Do you understand what that is? What that entails? I bet you don't. Because that's hiring people. That's you're no longer sourcing. I mean, that's what I like to do. That's my favorite part about it. That's why I don't want to manage people. I don't want to be a people manager. That's not my goal in life. I just want to be able to work a job when I want to work it and do the things that I want to do when I want to do it, which is why I do this. And I like to learn about new things, and this allows me to do that through researching products and when I was going to auctions, learning about the history of items and things like, which you would think there would be more of that around here. And there is a bit of that around here. I need to grow my budget a little bit more to be able to be really involved in that area of reselling. 2 pounds. But a lot of folks get into this thinking that they're going to make $1 million, even gross. And you can do it. Anybody can do it. But you're not going to do it by yourself. 1286. And if you don't want to just sit in an office and look at paperwork all day and the computer screen and just numbers, then you probably don't want to do that. So next up is this West Bend slow cooker, just the pot. So sold this for I think $24.95. Ooh. I just changed out my 24-inch bubble, so when I use the 12-inch bubble, it's like loose. It's not tight up against the wall, so it's free flowing, which is, you know. Anyway, so our goal is just to, enjoy life. And that doesn't mean, we don't need to make $250,000 a year to do that. You know, when you get to that level, to that point, particularly selling what we sell, um, that's a ton of work. You're not getting days off. You're not you're not going to your kid's soccer game whenever you want. You're not doing the tournament thing. You're not, it's definitely, you might as well be working full time somewhere and get health benefits and 401k and all. Um, good. There is no life outside of resale at that point, unless you hire people. And then that's a whole other load of responsibility that you're dealing with that you may not want to. Um, that's why we choose just to do this for ourselves. Some of you may be working and not want to leave your job, and that's definitely okay. And I've thought about, do I go back to work? I don't know that I'm employable at this point. So going back to work for me, maybe going back to like McDonald's, like starting way, way, way over from when I was like 15 years old. But do I go back to work just for the benefits and the retirement and still do this, but do this on a part-time basis? And I don't want to do that. That's not a goal for me. But if that's a goal for you, to have that security, definitely nothing wrong with that. Don't let anybody talk you out of that. Like there's nothing wrong with what you're doing. You're fine. Anyway, 2 pounds. 12 and probably 5. If that makes a difference. No, it's still 6. I ripped the top off, so now it's a 1/2 inch off. Need a new fabric tape measure. This one's broken. Sony alarm clock. This is the vintage wood grain top. Sold this for I think $27. Free shipping. A lot of our items to start with today are using our 12-inch bubble, which is nice. Since we go through so much 24-inch bubble on our board games. But board game sales have really slowed this month because it's not the busy shopping season anymore. Although collectors are still buying, and I'm sure people are still there's a birthday every day, there's always a reason to buy a gift. So we're all bubbled up. Let me get a box and attach. Anyway, today we're just gonna kind of hang out around here, I think, and from our last haul, we really don't have all that much left. Like we're processing our inventory super, super fast. and we're not really keeping up. So that's a bit of a concern. Um, just because there will be days where we're not going to have anything to list, which is not the end of the world. I mean, you can go a day without listing. Just don't make it a trend, but it's as a full-time reseller, definitely not something you want to do if you can avoid it. So we got to figure out when we're going to go out, where we're going to go, and all that stuff fitted into our lives as well. It's £2, 10.84. Yeah, we got 2 overflowing totes of FedEx or UPS. UPS we've been sending a lot more now. So. Ticket to Ride. Fun game, I've heard. Haven't played it. Wouldn't mind playing it. You want to hear a fun story about this game? Ashley's laughing on here. We got an offer on this game. It was up for, I think we sold it for $28.50. We got an offer for, what was it, $15? $15, which is typical. About half off of your price is where a lot of people like to start, right, with their first offer. I don't mind that. I don't look at that and say, well, I'm already at 25% off, because I was planning to be 25% off anyway, right? So, I don't mind that. But you have to also consider that I'm shipping this thing on my dime, out of this profit. So I go back with $26 and I say that's the best that I could do with free shipping. I forget where he was. I want to say California.
No, it was
Georgia?
I think it was Georgia.
Georgia. Yeah. Georgia.
Well, it wasn't far, but...
Right. So I say, $26 is the best that I could do with free shipping. And he comes back with like $16.
I thought it was
$15.50. Yes. Came back with $15.50. And I said, okay, that's a jerk move. That's a crappy thing to do, right? So, crap. Messed up my thing. So, now I'm feeling snarky. And I go back with $28. And I say, congratulations. You've earned the DB discount or the DB reward. Since I can't say douchebag, I say DB. And then he comes back with $1. So obviously he's offended. And I'm happy to go back and forth with him with these ridiculous offers. Like I'm going around, I'm thrifting, right? It's no big deal for me to go into my phone and just put in a ridiculous offer when he puts one in, right? So he keeps coming back at me with $1. I keep going back at him with 28, 27, whatever, 75, 28. Like, we're going back and forth until, like, he hits his max, right? Right before he hits his max, I sent my final offer, the final offer. I say $28, and then I said, your offers boosted my visibility. Thank you for helping me out. $28, this is the best that I can do. And then I don't hear from him because he's maxed out his offers. Well, about an hour later, it's sold. $28.50. So, thank you, guy in Georgia that thought you were being a jerk. You helped me sell this board game. When they're selling new for like $24.99, I think. So I need a bet. What?
Oh.
Breaks us.
Oh.
So,
And we're into the new.
I'm into the new bags.
Yeah.
So yeah, so don't outright refuse every single like bad offer. Like, don't even set up your auto decline, auto accept, whatever. See everything that comes in, reply to everything that comes in with an offer. Don't decline it. If they come at you with a $3 offer on a $50 item, they might have meant to hit 30 and they typoed it out or whatever. You don't know. Give them the benefit of the doubt that way the first time, at least. And then if they're a jerk, play with them. It's only going to help. In my opinion, it's only going to help. And there's anecdotal evidence, just like with this game, that it does help. We can't say for sure. We've done tests with, former YouTubers 10 years ago now that, this does work on my former channel. With, if some of you remember, Alabama Pickers, we used to hang out on YouTube, and our mutual friends Eric and Jason and others that were on YouTube way long ago, and we did stuff like that. We tested the system. Now, this was 10 years ago. Things might have changed. I don't think they've changed that much. I still think that the offer thing is still there, All an algorithm is, it is a measurement of activity. And offers are activities on your listings. So it's also measurement of activity of you as a seller. How responsive are you as a seller to the customer? So, that all helps. Cool helps. New measuring tape. This is our picture taking area tape. 14, 12, 4. So yeah, respond to every offer. Don't be a, auto decline person. Don't get mad. We're selling moods next. This sold for $30. 30 or 33.75. Either way, it's a good. This one took a while. This used to be an instant seller, not so much anymore. Still a good game to buy. And yeah, if someone comes in with a bad offer, first time, they get the benefit of the doubt. Second time, they get snark. And, if you're not going to be serious, I'm not going to be serious back. And, there's nothing in the eBay terms of service that says that you can't do that. You can run your offers however you want. $15 for a sharp calculator. We're not going to take that. So there's a $12 offer that came in on something that you're going to get a lot of low offers. When you have best offer on and you don't auto decline, like I've seen YouTubers over the years saying, like, set up your auto declines and your auto accepts so that you weed out all the bad. No, take all those and respond to them as quickly as you can. eBay likes it, I'm telling you. Again, anecdotal. Can't say for 100% that's, that's written in their algorithm. Nobody knows for sure 100%. I just go by what's been working for me and what I've seen in the past when, we've gone through and like made an offer on a listing through another eBay account and then said, refresh the screen. Okay, what did this do to the, you jumped 5 spots. Okay, let's counter offer. Counter offer again. Okay, now you've jumped another 3 spots. Okay, and you just keep going back and forth and see how that affects. And I'm telling you, every time we did that 10 years ago, your listing jumped. So respond to offers. £3. 12, 11, and do 4.
£3, you said?
Yeah. Next up, we've got a baby Rolodex. This little Rolodex guy. Picked this up at a thrift store in, I want to say New Jersey.
Yeah, not too long ago.
2nd Avenue Thrift last week. I think
The right one, right?
we sold it for $18. She's in the listing now, verifying.
20.
$20. Sold this little guy for $20. Pre-shipping, of course. And I think we paid $3 for it. Which again, it's just, you're not paying your mortgage in one sale. This is not the kind of business that we run. But we're not looking to buy 3 sellable items a week and make all of our money in, big bunches like that. Like, we're volume focused sellers selling everyday items consistently. And you'll see a lot of hustle channels, all these channels that are like, oh, and they talk about sleepers and, bolos and all of this. Guys, the bolos are staring at you in the face. It's the everyday, the boring stuff. It's the stuff that nobody wants to sell. It's the games of life. It's the stupid little $20 Rolodex thing that I bought for $3. I'm gonna sell it for $20. It'll probably cost $7 to ship it. It's £1.
864?
Yeah.
Do you want to do this? Or do you want to do that?
I don't want to deal with
Yeah.
that. Game of Life 2007 is coming up next. Yeah, this is gonna cost $8.50 to ship it.
No, if you go FedEx Ground Economy, $683.
Okay, it's gonna cost $6.83 to ship it. And $20 minus 3, that's, let's call it $10 plus $3 in fees, let's say. You're more than doubling your money back. Yeah, it's a micro transaction, but it all adds up. It all adds up. That's where the bolo is. That's where the hustle is. The hustle is not running around to your, Walmart seeing if they have the latest Pokemon, whatever packs in stock. Because if you find, 3 a day and you're driving 80, 90 miles around to your local Walmart, you might not find any. Because how many other people are doing that? Because they're all tuned into the same Discord server that are telling them to go find the same stuff. go to your thrift store and buy this Game of Life for $5 and sell it for 27, which is exactly what we did, I think, right? $26, but it's shipping to California. They did send me an offer of $24. And because it's going to California, and even if it wasn't going to California, because shipping rates went up, I can't go down to $24 anymore. But especially because it's going to California. It's a $12 cost to ship this thing. There used to be 11, so it's going up a full dollar. So that means I got to come up to like 26 is my minimum to the West Coast. East Coast can still be 25, maybe 24. But my buy cost is going up as well. So get eaten alive on both ends.
3 pounds?
Yes.
18.11.3?
Yeah. So I'm worried it's going to get to the point where like the Game of Life, Sorry, Hangman, all these like 26 Risk, Payday. I'm looking at all my piece games, Mousetrap, all these like $25 to $28 games are not going to be worth it. I'm just going to have to cut them out completely, and that's a big part of our income right now. What was this to ship it?
11.45.
And it went UPS ground sync.
Yeah.
So UPS, we've been shipping a lot more now this weekend. After all of the services increase their rates, now UPS is
It's usually what happens.
yeah, UPS has found themselves back in the mix of affordability. So, Game of Life, twists and turns. So in this game, like basically as soon as we find it, we list it and it sells within just a couple of days. Sold this guy for
$33.75.
$33.70. So I'm looking around at what we have to list in our total of current listings, stuff to prep.
It's looking kind of fun.
It's like I can see the bottom of it in one spot. There's a hair curler set. There's a penguin, which we already do. We have one listed?
No, the penguins, I'm struggling to get the flappers clean.
Oh. So we have one waiting. Do
We
we?
have 2 penguins that are good. I just need to get them clean.
Yeah. So some of it is like backlog inventory. Some of it is waiting to prep. You've got that brown bowling bag and the Ionic Breeze that still has to be listed. Got the Revereware pot.
Got the golf bag outside too.
You still have that golf bag outside, which yeah, we got to deal with. But it's been cold and we got to clean it outside. So it's 27 degrees today. I'm not cleaning it. I'm not going outside with a spray bottle and a towel and cleaning stuff when it's freezing cold. It was a bin buy. Nobody's really golfing right now. At least not close. So it can wait. That's fine. Um, at least till it hit 40 degrees. 3 pounds.
1811.4.
Yep.
I mean, it's 13-cent difference. Ah,
Whichever. This one's only costing $6.64 to ship, looks like.
3 pounds, 18.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to Maryland.
Only going to Maryland. So that kind of makes up for the California one. If you want to, it all averages out. All right. I think that's all I had planned to ship on video. So that's really all I got to talk about. Coffee out of here. So that's it. Yeah. Just, you don't have to make $1 million doing this. You really don't. If you want that to be your goal, there's nothing wrong with it, though. Just understand what's involved in that. And when you get to that point, you're dealing with employees, you're basically controlling a spreadsheet. Like, you're no longer going out and sourcing stuff. You're dealing with, scheduling truckloads and stuff. You're not reselling. So, I don't know. I like to hunt. So that's why, I'm not interested in that kind of growth. But I do want to be comfortable. So we still got some growing to do. So that's all I got. Like, comment, subscribe, all that happy horseshit. We'll catch you next time.